The following segment is sponsored by Oakview-Medical-Associates.
If you're a parent, you put almost every ounce of energy you have into caring for your kids, making sure they're healthy, making sure all their school needs are met, or maybe you're caring for your own aging parents too who aren't leaving the house much these days. A lot of people are relying on you. Dr. Nita Bajor from Oakview Medical Associates is here. Good morning, Dr. Nita.
Good morning, Margaret. How are you?
Wonderful. It's good to see you. You understand how much people can be relying on certain members of the family, and you treat the whole family at Oakview Medical Associates. How often do you see that mom or those parents who just hardly get to think about their own health?
I see that a lot. In our practice, we have, as kids, we have the well child checks pretty routinely every year, every few months when they're infants. As adults, we have this, I'll only go in when I'm sick mentality. So I know we're all busy, but it's time to really take time for ourselves. I've seen a lot of parents that, are struggling with some symptoms for months and years and have never given it medical attention, and they come in and then we have to work through the whole process. So I've seen that quite a bit.
People need regular maintenance, and it's true. If you can't, or if you're not taking care of yourself, you're not going to be taking care of others very well. So even though you can't afford a sick day, it's time to consider that self-care you talk about. What do busy parents need to keep in mind when it comes to self-care?
So I like to simplify it. I call it managing my S's, which is managing your sleep. Making sure you get at least 8 hours of sleep, having a set time, bedtime routine, managing your skincare. Skin is the largest organ, making sure you use sunscreen, you have a simple regimen to take care of your skin. Managing your screen time is another big one for all of us, making sure we don't have any cell phones, electronics in our room at least 1 hour prior to bedtime. Having a good talk with your physician about your supplements and nutritional support that you need. And also stress management is a big one that I focus on. That includes, taking care of yourself, your soul, spirituality, just having a good routine for your self-care. That's good. That's important.
I like those S's very much. That's a good one. And you always seem to be keeping it together yourself, even with your practice, your kids, your family, all the obligations. Anything else that you'd let us in on as the secret to making that work?
I think just being mindful throughout the day of the things we need to do, making time for those things is important. I'm by no means perfect. I tell all my patients I'm a mom, a wife, and a daughter, so I have a lot of responsibilities also with my practice. But I just think it's important, I try to make time in my routine, whether it's 30 minutes, friend time, it could be making dinner with the kids. So I pack up all these things, and if I can't get to everything, I know the next day is coming. I try to establish a simple routine. And one of the most important things I've learned is say no when you need to say no. Don't say yes to everything. That really overloads us with a lot of responsibilities.
Absolutely. Only you know what you're able to take on, and it's okay to say no to some things. But you make time for what matters, and I know that includes each and every one of your patients. Talk to us about your relationships with the patients and the experience they get when they come to Oakview Medical Associates.
I think in one sentence, I would sum it up as we are a family practice that really helps you realize and attain the best version of yourself health-wise. That includes making sure you're physically well, emotionally, spiritually well, and really giving you a roadmap to knowing, what your health is all about. With this pandemic, we've all learned how important it is to practice some self-care routines and making sure we take our medicines, because suddenly things just stopped. And so I think getting back into the routine, a lot of our patients now with the last 3 months of the year, I would encourage everyone to come in and get their physicals done, catch up on any care that you've missed. I think I mentioned to you, and not just, we want social distancing, but not medical distancing. So I think our practice really stands apart in holding your hand through that process, getting you back, and making sure you are taking the best care of yourself for 2021 and beyond.
That is a great reminder, Dr. Nita. Don't put off those medical appointments that you need to be having just to keep yourself maintained. People can contact Dr. Nita. Oakview Medical Associates is located at 11 Five Works Plaza Court in Simpsonville. The number 627-0444 on your screen. Dr. Nita, thanks so much for being here.
Thanks, Margaret.